Hello, friends. Hello. I thought this week we would get a little bit more outside time as we do our cards for the week ahead. So I thought I would hang out in the backyard. It is a humid day, but not too bad. It's a little smoky in town. But all is well, all is well, all is well as we settle in for the week ahead. So thank you so much for joining me here. I've wrapped us all in love, light, and light love. And the guides are here ready to talk about the week ahead. There's all sorts of outside sounds going on. And if you haven't heard the week ahead story over on the podcast, then you might want to go check that out. But I thought we would draw some cards. This is almost pretty much the last full week of July. So maybe many of you are on vacation. We've got a first quarter moon tomorrow. We've got the end of the galactic calendar, and I just saw 111 on the timer. We've got the end of the galactic calendar on the 25th. And the beginning of the new galactic calendar on the 26th of July. So more, whatever time system you follow. For our star seeds, the galactic calendar is, I saw 133, about having patience. The galactic calendar is one that a lot of star seeds kind of follow in terms of the galactic energies coming into the planet. Let's get a card. This is from the Magic and Light by Sue Lyon. Oh my gosh, hopefully there's not too many mosquitoes. For the week ahead. Yep, how funny. This is Cycles and Seasons. This is the Oracle of Magic and Light Affirmation deck by Sue Lyon. She's only on Etsy that I'm aware of, and maybe her own website. I love that card. That is just exactly what we were talking about. In the Northern Hemisphere, we're getting ready to go into August. August 1st is Lammas, first harvest. In the Southern Hemisphere, Beltane. All the sultry sensualness of the season coming in. We're in Leo season. This card says 5 elements. The might of cycles is empowering. Since we march to time here on earth, we have the pleasure of change. But as the seasons change, the elements remain solid and true. Fire feeds our passion for life. Air builds our knowledge of how things work. Water seeks a place of intuition and rest. Earth keeps us grounded. Add to that metal and the keys to the mysteries of spirit. Today, as you move through your time-filled day, bring a conscious involvement into the elements of your life. Seek out balance, create movement, carve out magical moments that will feed you later, and be reminded that the cycles of the seasons and the power of the elements are constant, consistent friends. Power of the elements is all of the tools of the magician in the tarot. Let's get a card from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. You need to know about your relationship to yourself this week or relationships with others. This card has been coming out over and over and over again the past few days. Card number 12, Observe. In the traditional tarot, this is the Hangman card. I think this is all about self-reflection. I mean, look at that. She's just looking at herself from every angle. Again, when cycles close out, whether we want to or not, we're kind of asked to reflect and take a step back. It's just a part of the process of closing out cycles. So if you feel like lately you're constantly hearing like cycles are closing and you feel like you're in a state of constant self-reflection, number one, the end of the galactic year coming about for, I see 444 on the counter, a little bit of the self-reflection of how far you've come from last July to this July. Also, we're in retrogrades, Chiron, Venus, there's so many planets in retrograde, but Chiron and Venus are the big players right now. And Venus retrograde causing a lot of like going back and kind of seeing what's going on from the past, anything else that needs to come up to be cleared. Big ones that seem to be coming up right now are clearing the father wounds and mother wounds, which, okay, get tired of going to those places. Let's look at the eclipse. I forget the name of this deck. Oh, there's mosquitoes. Get away from me. Get away. Mosquito spirit animal might come up. Oh, do not bite me. Oh, this card dropped out. Okay. Oh, it's so hot. 8 of Wands. So 8 of Wands is kind of it's kind of like the opposite of what we're talking about. We're talking about fast-moving energy. So it's like there's this balance, this dichotomy this week of self-reflection balanced out with fast-moving energy. Isn't that the way it always is? Maybe not. It's just that time of year, I believe. You know, we're in that time of the seasons, just like we talked about, cycle of seasons, where things speed up because, hey, first harvest is coming, then second harvest, then final harvest at Samhain before we kind of close out the year. Or you can flip that if you're in the southern hemisphere, but it's like it's time for you to get some stuff done, to get some work done, to get some things accomplished. And if you don't push yourself, if you don't, because it looks like these wands are coming out of the sun. If you don't push yourself, if you don't create some goals and actionable steps for yourself, then you're not going to get anything on your goals list completed, and you'll be carrying, it's so hot and sweaty, you'll be carrying it over till like next year or next season or next cycle. And it's like, how many times do you want to carry the same things over and over and over again as carryover items? As part of this self-reflection, it's about digging deep, and maybe some of those things that you've been carrying over and carrying over and carrying over are things that you just need to strike off your list and just be like, you know what? Apparently, I don't have the impetus, because there has to be emotion. There has to be emotionality. And they're like Tropic Thunder. Where's the emotionality? Simple Jack can't cry. Okay. Oh, it's one of my favorite movies. It's going to sidetrack me now. There has to be a reason, a really compelling personal reason for accomplishing things. And if it's not there, then the things are not going to get done. And if there are things that are on your list because somebody else wanted you to do them, or long ago you were passionate about it, but now maybe, cycles and seasons have come around, things have changed and you're maybe not passionate about it anymore, then they're not passion projects anymore. And it's best to just say goodbye to those old friends, release them into the fire, and maybe you do some sort of fire ceremony or something this week to burn those items and just release them and make way for new stuff. Because if we can't clear those things off the list, then new stuff can't come in. And I know as part of the cards that I drew this morning, I'm seeing a seagull. So it's very interesting here because there's the river, but there's not salt water here at all, I don't think. But I don't know, but there's a lot of seagulls here. I was guided to do a dismemberment journey. So personally, I'll be doing that. If that's something that you want me to do, if that's something that you're interested in, let me know in the comments of this video, and we can put something on TLC for the Soul and on the podcast and run a dismemberment journey for you. I saw 911 on the timer. 911 is my Archangel Michael number. That's my soul purpose and soul mission number. So that's part of why I'm here, is to help with these things. So whether you want it or maybe it's like whether you want it or not. Like what I should do is just put it out there anyway. And if you're interested, you can consume it at your leisure. All right, now we've got my deck. This is Shaman's Drum. We're going to draw one more card to talk about the cycles and seasons this week. We got the Horse Clan. So it says, when horse arrives, when the horses arrive, you are being guided to work with your allies. You are asked to heed the call and embrace a new freedom. Yes. So one of the things I will be doing, one of the two things I will be doing, I'm going to be doing some fairy meditations for us, some healing meditations with the Fae. And I've been guided to repurpose my 9 series. So on TLC for the Soul, my YouTube channel, and on my podcast, I have a lot of workshops. If you guys aren't familiar with that, head on over there. Links to everything I talk about are either in my bio for Instagram or in the show notes of the show. But I've got a 5x5 workshop. I've got very transformative. All this stuff is free out there for you guys. It's resources for you guys to use. I've got a 777 workshop, and I started a 999 workshop a while back, and it wasn't what I was expecting it to be, and so I didn't complete it. I only did like 1 video, and now I know why, because I sat down with Odin. I was called to Valhalla yesterday, and I sat down with Odin, and he told me that 9 keys had been left for us, 1 in each of the 9 worlds of the Yggdrasil. And so, oh, I'm getting such chills. And so I've been asked to do 999 as 9 journeys to pick up 9 keys for us, for your transformation, for your life purpose, to help you, guide you on your way. And so we will be doing 9 journeys as part of the 999 series over the course of the next 3 or 4 months. Okay, I'm being asked to get one last card for my twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts, what's happening the week ahead, anybody on the twin flame journey. We got strengthening bonds and balance. So the twins, these are for my twins in separation. You are strengthening your bond with your twin, even though you are really doing that through the process of strengthening your bond with yourself. Everybody has a twin flame, whether you are aware of them or not. If you're active on the twin flame journey, you'll know it. And if you don't know it or you're not sure, you can visit my Twin Flames series on my Loveland Tarot YouTube channel and on my podcast. There's a playlist for them there. But it looks like the twins who are in separation are still continuing to work on themselves, continuing to ascend and go higher in your own personal power, in your own soul's growth, in your own evolution. And in doing so, you create the path to your reunion with your twin, be that in the 5D, be that in the 3D, be that in any dimension. And another dimension is the Beastie Boys song, Interdimensional. So follow the rhythms of the season, follow what you're guided to do this week to strengthen your bonds with yourself through the Venus and Chiron retrogrades. Take a look at your projects lists and weed out, even around you, weed out things that no longer apply to your journey now. And if I'm going to be, it sounds like I'm going to be doing some sort of dismemberment journey that I will post for you all very soon. And I will let you guys on Instagram know, because I won't post that on Instagram. You'll have to go to the podcast or to TLC for the Soul on YouTube to check that out. Is there anything else, friends? All right, so my friends are complete. Hang out in nature as much as you can. Enjoy your day, no matter whether it's mosquito-y or hot or sweaty. And because I still got to go work out. I'm going it's going to be so hot. So I bid you all a fond farewell, and we will chat with you all again soon. Take care.